Hello, welcome back. I'm gonna try to film this in one take, and I was gonna hope to try to do it in soft spoken, but it's gonna go back and forth because you know me. Do you remember me? Okay, I'm already gonna mess up, but let's just keep going and see how this goes. So, I'm sick right now. I have a cold. It's been about 3 years, coming up on 3 years, since my last video. A lot has been happening, a lot happened since then. But specifically in that time of life, a lot of things happened so drastically. And I just couldn't, I felt like I had to step away from posting, from everything, really. Like I took a break from, I'm gonna have to edit that out, because I'm sick and I have like a cough and I can't, it's gonna be too loud, but I'm gonna have to edit that. Maybe I'll leave that in, but, so, there's a lot of things happening at once, how I describe it. It's like we moved, I was going through things with work, like, there's a lot of drama with work, like my friend, quit on the spot and all these things. I wanted to try to, be more authentic and not edit as much, but I might end up deleting all this footage anyway. But I have sniffles and I'm gonna try to edit those out at least. So anyway, since from the last that you've seen of me, literally you could say every aspect of my life changed, almost in every regard. And I know if you remember me, you know how dramatic or melodramatic I used to be, and I kind of still am, but at the same time I feel like a lot of things have changed, and that's true in every way, but what am I even saying? I don't even know. So in that time, I didn't know what to do, and I was in, my melodramatic mind likes to label it like the darkest time, and I didn't know I didn't know what to do, I didn't know how. And so at the time I thought I have to do something, I have to fix myself and work on something, before I can even go back in front of the camera and do things again, even go out into the world and do things. And from that time, I wanted to, document and, bring you with me, but I wasn't in the right place. I couldn't even, go in front of the camera at that time. Obviously, even before everything that happened, something was brewing at that time. I don't even know. The universe was like, we're just gonna tease you. We're teasing you with what's about to happen. You think this is, wait till this summer of that 1 year. I'm gonna have to edit a lot of this out. Only because I'm sick though. Because I'm sniffling and all that. I did love documenting even my dates and just my thoughts about everything. And I kind of would have done that, but I know I couldn't have done that at that time because so much happened. And I just didn't know what to do. I literally was in the lowest of low, and I knew I had to get out. So I knew I had to step. Is this broken or something? This looks like it's bent. I just needed to step away because there's no way that I could stay on camera and not, I guess, cry or break down, but then that would have been good for the views. No, I still couldn't. I would have had to gone through the editing and all that, but I don't know. I don't even know what this video is gonna be. That's why I was just gonna be let me just do soft spoken, explaining what happened. So obviously, we moved. I still live with family, I'm going through a lot. During that one summer when I left, that was when everything changed. That was when it really hit the hardest, and it felt like I needed to step away because I didn't know what to do. You reach a point when you have to take a break, pause and just stop. So that's where that was. That's where I was. And that break lasted how many years? Because I didn't know how to go back. Because it felt like I was in a loop. It felt like a constant, same thing over and over again with dates and with work, with even like talking to people and making friends. And I don't remember if I'm pretty sure I've talked about this in videos before about my laughing problem. Like, I have this thing where I can't genuinely laugh. And I know it's the stupidest problem to have, but that's just the repercussions from not talking in school. And I've told that story before, I'm pretty sure, of why I didn't talk in school, but excuses. And regardless, it's like, well, okay, this is something you have to deal with now, so let's go ahead and do it. And I thought at the time, I did need the break, but I was thinking that I needed to do something and resolve something before I can come back. And I thought I have to fix something before I can do this. And that's what I've been dealing with now. It's like, with people, when I talk to people, I have social anxiety, which is what I realized. And I feel like a lot of people have that. I'm pretty sure a lot of people do, and I can feel it. Like, there's this tension that people have, and it's like all eyes are on me, and you don't know what to do, and you don't even want to put the spotlight on them, because that's just going to it's going to make it worse. But everyone has some kind of thing like that. And for me, I used to think like I have to get rid of that before I can even, go on stage and perform and do things. But same thing with this, like, the same reason why I wanted to come back and film a video is because, like, it's not about stopping that before, it's about doing it while there's still tension there, while you're scared. Like, I used to talk with someone that helped me with this. She would say to do it scared. Like, even if there's tension, even if there's fear, do it anyway. And that's really what it's about. Because I was thinking that I can't be in this, I can't do it like this, I can't, there's too much stress and tension and fear, I can't go on like this to be dramatic. But it feels true, and I guess it's really about, like, seeing for yourself that it's not really about that, where we believe, like, oh, I can't, and it is it's scary, and it's too much to do it. It's a lot to do it. But it's really about, like, getting the first foot in, like, just going for it, and, it's kind of like pushing it off and saying, like, oh, I can't do that. Same thing with, like, my laughing. I'm like, oh, I can't laugh because they're going to make fun of me or whatever. What if they don't like, and that's the most annoying part about it, is, like, I like my laugh. I hate my voice. I think I'm, like, talking now. It feels like I'm not even whispering, but I hate my voice. But I do like my laugh. Like, I can hear myself when I talk, and that's why I don't like my voice. But when I laugh, I can hear my laugh, and I kind of do, like, not to be weird, but, like, I don't mind my laugh, Like, I prefer it rather than my voice. That's the most annoying part about it. It's like, I would rather people hear my laugh than my voice. My mind wants to control every situation. It wants to, like, keep everything under control. And obviously, you can't control everything. And especially laughing is spontaneous. And my mind wants to, like, control laughing, and it wants to, like, manage it when it can't be. It's like what happens when you release that. And my mind just can't do that. I can't understand that. Well, it understands it, but it can't, like, let go of that. So obviously, it's been a lot to go through, because it's like a lot of back and forth and a lot of looping. That's another thing that I was going through at that time. There was obviously the same situation that was happening over and over again with dating, and that goes into, like, everything, like friendships and work, my job. Like, I can't really, like, be vulnerable and let go because my mind wants to control things and it wants to like, I don't know. It's so hard to explain too, like, especially with laughing. People don't understand that. Like, they go like, why don't you just watch a video? Like, I laugh all the time. I laugh by myself, and there's only one person that I can laugh with. It's not that I don't know how to laugh, I laugh all the time, and that's why I can't really be myself, because that's like part of my, I guess, identity. I don't even know what I'm saying. I'm just tired, okay? And I'm not okay. And that's okay. And it's okay not to be okay. That's the message of this video. That's also the other thing, like, I always used to look at people like, how do they do, like, you think that everything's perfect in their life, but like, they're probably going through the hardest thing too, but they have the biggest smile on their face, blah, blah, blah. That only makes it worse though, because then it's like, well, then I don't even have it as worse as them, and I can't even, like, fake laugh or fake smile or anything like that, and they're doing so good at that. But it's also just to remind you that, like, you don't need to do something first before doing it. Yeah. Did that even make sense? I don't even know if that even made sense. You feel like you have to be in a specific state to be able to, like, oh, I'm not ready for that, or I'm not capable of doing that right now. But it's like two things that's happening. Like, this your mind going into like fear and the story and different scenarios of everything that can happen. Then there's the feeling response in the body that believes that and says that that's true, I can't do that because of this, and I do feel this way and all this stuff. The only thing that's true is the sensation in the body, like, yeah, there is fear, there is all these things, but everything that thoughts are saying is just hypothetical, and it's not, it could happen, but like, the chances are really low, For me, it seems like things do happen, but it's like, I guess it like manifests it because I believe in it. That's a whole other thing, like, I'm trying to look into. Okay, I don't even know what I'm saying right now. I don't know what this video is going to be. I don't know how long it's going to be. But the point was, the point is to just, I don't know the point in it. But yeah, I needed the break. I feel like it still is, like, I don't feel ready, but it's like, if you wait to feel ready, then you probably wait forever. It's almost like we're waiting for a specific state, or it's like, I need to wait until something to jump or something. I don't even know, I can't explain it. It's the same thing with laughing. I guess what it is like, it's scary to do it, like, oh, I'll get embarrassed or whatever, and I don't know, I'm just rambling. Don't even listen to what I'm saying. I don't even know what I'm saying. All I do know is that in that time, there is no way that I could have filmed anything. And thank God that I did, because it was a nice break to not look at myself, and not deal with that at that moment. I really needed to step away, and like, I deleted everything. And that felt, everything has its pros and cons, like, it was good and bad, but regardless, like, I know that I needed that. And I kind of do wish it didn't have to get to that point, because I barely just reached 1,000 subscribers, and I hope people still, like, are there and still will watch. I hope you still remember me. Sorry that I had to step away, So it's like 3 years later, and I still kind of feel, see, for me, it's like, it feels like nothing really progressed, but I know that's not true. Like, there's so many things that I've learned and all that, I don't even know. My mind would like to say that, things are still the same and not that much changed. And, things are still bad. I still have this problem. I'm still not able to make friends and laugh and be myself and be vulnerable, even to, like, post videos. That's also the thing, like, my mind is waiting for something before I can try, or before I can, I don't know. And I know it's about doing it anyway. It's not about, like, let me feel this first, let me fix myself first, let me do this first, and then I can be, You know, that's what everyone does in life. Like, they work all their life so they can retire and then they can be later on in life. That's what my family always did, like, oh, you need to retire and all that. It's like, I don't want to live later. I don't want to live when I'm old. I never wanted to live when I was old. Like, I didn't think I would even I didn't want to think about past a certain age. And it's like, I always thought, like, I want to live now. And it's like, you know, the past how many years, I kind of didn't want to. And it's like, I knew I had to do something to fix that or like work on that. Because like, why would I want to live later on, you know? It's always about like the future. Everything's always about the future and referring to the past. That's what I put hope into. Like, oh, maybe eventually I'll feel better, eventually this and that. Eventually I'll fix myself and I'll be able to do this and all that. But it's like, it's about doing it regardless. Even if it's scary, even if it's risky, you know, they always say something. I don't remember how to say it, but I remember the gist of it. The bigger the risk, the bigger the reward. And it's obviously so much easier said than done. When you think logically, you want to just do it. But it's not really that simple, at least. Anyway, I've been talking for too much, but it's probably going to be cut down to like 10 minutes. But, so that's what I've been doing the past almost 3 years now. I've just been trying to step away from, you know, life, people. It's not that I don't like people, you know. I am people. Okay, I'm going to try to wrap this up. The last few years I've just been trying to, you know, I stepped away. I stopped reaching out to people, you know. I've been reading a lot of books, watching a lot of videos, talking to people now. And it's been helping a lot, you know. Especially with like the loops of not knowing, like, what are you supposed to do when you're met with a constant loop that keeps happening over and over again. When you find yourself in a loop, it's kind of like a video game. Like, there's something that keeps occurring that you're not addressing, like you're avoiding it. So that's why the thing keeps coming back around. And in order to move to the next level, it's almost like you have to defeat, you know, the thing that you're avoiding. Not even really like defeating it, but like at least addressing it. And it's so weird to talk about, because like, how can you really pinpoint exactly what that is, you know? Because it could be anything. It could apply to anything. Life is weird. It's annoying. But it's both. I just came up with this phrase, like, you can't have a one-sided coin. Like, there's two sides that make up the whole entire coin. You can't have one without the other. Like, together make the whole. WHOLE. Even up until recently, I kind of wanted to be in a better place to be able to film. And I think I kind of am. It still kind of feels, well, it oscillates back and forth. Like, I have these phases of like, I don't know what to do, and it feels hopeless, and like I can't film and I can't, you know. But it's like, yeah, it's about allowing that to even happen, you know. Letting that be okay, that's happening too. Realizing that it's just the other side of the coin, I guess. And also knowing like it's gonna pass, you know. Both sides pass. But so up until recently, I thought I needed to like be in a better state to be able to come back. And I had the realization recently that that's not true. So I guess it kind of is about like seeing for yourself what's true or not. Taking the risk, doing things anyway. And there's also like intuition too. Like, if you feel like you can't do it right now, then you know you can't, you know. But it's also about like differentiating whether that's thoughts coming from fear about things that could happen that probably won't, or is it that you're like, you just absolutely know that you can't do that right now. What am I even talking about? I don't know. The world may never know. I'm gonna end this before I keep talking, so thank you so much for watching. Let me know in the comments how you've been, you know. I really did miss like the interactions and having this community to go to, you know, especially in that time. I felt like, you know, so I really hope that you're still there. Are you still there? Because like, I really wish that I could have like stayed in some way, but I just knew I had to, like, I needed to step aside. And when you know what you need to do, you know what's best for you. Let me know what you want to see. If you like soft-spoken, I'm getting better at listening to my voice. But let me know what kind of videos you want to see. I could do story times, I have a lot of stories to tell, especially now. I can do other kinds of ASMR. I don't know, this is like an update video, but I do like doing rambling ASMR. But then this happens where I film for like an hour and I can't even use all the footage. So let me know what kind of videos you would watch, or I don't need to do all this. Because I'm pretty sure people would rather watch mouth sounds. I could just film in 10 minutes and not even talk about anything. But thank you for watching. Hope you all have been okay. And remember, if you're not okay, like, it's gonna pass. You'll be okay again, then you won't be okay. Like, it's gonna keep going back and forth. And it's about remembering, like, it's not about waiting for either or, waiting to be in either state. But also, like, trusting yourself, like, when you can do it, you can do it. But also knowing, like, okay, I feel okay enough, and that's all that matters. It's not about, like, 100% being ready, That's exactly where I've been. Like, I'm not ready. I feel like I was not ready to film this, but it's about doing it anyway. When you feel like somewhat ready, or like enough. I don't know what I'm saying. Thanks for listening to nothing. I'm back on everything again. I downloaded everything, like Instagram, TikTok, and all that. So follow me there. Maybe I'll do other kinds of content. It took me 30 minutes to film this. And it's gonna go down to like, let's just hope it goes down to 10 minutes, Thank you for watching and for supporting me all these years, and for still being here if you are. Thank you. Have a good night.